Top of the morning, boys and girls. This Hood Stories, once again, by your man, Zito Green. Yeah, one of my listeners and shit, they said that they like the Rikers Island story and shit, but thank God that I don't really have too many Rikers Island stories and jail stories. I got them, but when I was there, I never seen no real horrific shit, like somebody get their fucking face slashed and shit like that. I never seen nobody get their face cut. The time I did it was like a little scratch. I had a fight when I was when I was locked up and shit, but thank God I ain't never experienced no crazy shit. Like, most of the shit I experienced was like funny shit or, you know, little weird shit here and there or whatever. So this is gonna be one of the times that I'm talking about that some weird shit happened, bro. Now, I had a 1 year bid, and on this bid that I was doing, I was supposed to be a worker for Rikers Island. So if you got like a year, I'm saying if you got like a decent amount of time, they'll hire you to be a worker and shit. So I'm saying the job that I had got fired from the job. Me and some other dudes and shit got fired from the job and shit. So we all had got packed up from out that dorm and shit, because it was a workers dorm. So we got packed up and shit. And long story short, I ended up somewhere. I'll tell y'all about that story another time. But the next spot when I ended up in, they sent me to Brooklyn for a couple months. Then I came back to Rikers Island and shit in C-76. So when they let me in the dorm and shit, you know, you got your bags and all that. So you walking down the aisle looking for a bed and all that. So as I'm looking past the sections and all that, I see dudes sniffing mountains of cocaine. Dudes is bagging up ounces of weed. Now I'm trying to act like I ain't paying this shit no mind, but I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So it wasn't no beds and shit. So, I mean, I had this, the only bed that was right there was by the phone and all that. So niggas gave me a bed that was by the phone. So every time I look, I'm in a day room or something looking, it'll be somebody sitting on my bed using the phone. So I gotta get over there like, yo fam, excuse me, bro, don't sit on my bed. Doing that shit like 2-3 times and shit. So the dude in the back was like, yo, where you from, whatever? I'm like, I'm from Harlem, whatever. So he like, yo, just come back here, bro. He's like, yo, I ain't going even going to that. But he was like, yo, come over here. So I went over there and shit. So boom. He like, yo, this dorm is sweet. He breaking it down to me. He like, nah, yo, this shit sweet in here. Yo, everybody in here work. Yo, just get you a job. Yo, you be good. Yo, you just start, you know what I mean? You get you some commissary. I mean, I got the connect for the bud and all that. We good. He's like, matter of fact, I'm gonna put you down with me. He wound up getting me a job with him and shit. So we walking around all the dorms and all that, emptying the garbage. Fam had all the connects and shit. He knew where to get the bud at. So man, this nigga used to be every day in the day room, not even going to lunch or nothing. We be in the day room, watching video music box and shit, smoking a joint. So me and fam and shit, we became cool. We was a kid from Fort Greene and shit. So boom. Now this where shit gets weird at. No, this is basically my first bid that I'm doing. So I'm learning about jail as I'm going on. Now, homosexuals came into the dorm. It was like 3 of them. One was low key. So you know, they always like, yo, made an announcement like, yo, when they in the showers or whatever, nobody can't go in there, and they not allowed to come in the showers when the men is in there or whatever. So just give them their respect and bow. That's how that's gonna go. So I'm like, all right, that's peace. I could fuck with that. One night, there's some dudes partying there. So they all grouped up like they having a party and shit. I think these niggas got hooch. They acting like they drunk and all that. They having a good time or whatever. Now, my bed was in the back, the very back of the dorm. So I could see everything. Like, everything that's going on in the dorm, I could see. So dudes is like, yeah, they raising it up like, yeah. Like they having a good time for homeboy birthday. So they're like, yeah, go. I'm like, the fuck is going on? Look, the fucking homosexual or whatever, the transgender is dancing with their titties out, big ass titties. So I'm like, yo, hold up. Now, my young mind is starting to play tricks on me and shit, because I'm like, nah, hold up, yo. Is this a woman? Like, what the fuck is going on? So I'm like, nah, I can't be a woman because we in jail. Like, we in jail, a men's jail. So I'm like, nah, yo, these dudes is bugging. Like, they with the shits. So I'm like, nah, yo, they can't be with this shit. So they wilding or whatever. As the night goes on, I'm seeing niggas coming out the bathroom, button up their pants and shit, all happy, smiling and all that. I'm like, nah, I know niggas ain't going in there getting a top into. Yo, these dudes was in there getting a top into from the homo. Not just one, a couple of them. So I'm like, nah, yo, niggas like, yo, them dudes is crazy. Now, the other dude, the other homosexual that was in there was being extorted by another guy in there. / protected. So one day it was commissary or whatever. This shit would have went under my radar if this shit didn't happen. I guess it was commissary day, and I guess the tranny didn't have the money that he was supposed to give to homeboy, or was short, or came up short or something. Yo, this nigga just, now homeboy was you know, he was a jail nigga. This dude, you could tell he was a jail nigga. Like, he was very comfortable in it. So fam was like a quiet dude. He ain't really speak much. But this day, this nigga broke food. Like, you know how you bark on your girl, like when she do some bullshit? This nigga was like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you? I told you to do some shit, and you ain't fucking doing it. What the fuck is this? I'm like, yo, oh shit. I'm like, just like, yo, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna do it again. I'm like, nah. I'm like, oh nah, this shit is crazy. I'm like, oh nah. I thought this shit was Rikers Island. I'm thinking that, you know, like in short biz or whatever, shit like that doesn't go on and shit, because the most time you could do in there is a year. But I'm like, nah. I'm like, nah. It was like I couldn't believe it. And then, like, recently till now is when I really, like, accepted the fact that these dudes was going in and out the bathroom with the first tranny and shit. Cause, like, I ain't really want to believe that shit, man. I'm like, nah, man, shit like that don't go down on Rikers Island. But the way the world is today, parallel to back then, is that shit was going on, man. So I can't, talk myself out of that. Like, it is what it is, and what I saw was what I saw, type shit. So that was the most out of line shit that I saw when I was on Rikers Island. And on the pack up, when you leave on the pack up, when it's time for you to go home, they call you by alphabetical order. So as you see, my shit is a Z. I'm like the last nigga. I'm always the last nigga when it's time to get packed up on the pack up to go home. But when you in that pen, they pack you in there like 75 motherfuckers in there tight. So you can see, you can hear dudes like, yo, like talking to the chumps like, yo, where you going? Like, when you get your $25, like, which way you going? You can go in that check gas your place, or you got this. Like, dudes be setting their dates up and shit. Like, word, like, shit serious. Like, shit really serious. That shit goes on, man. It really does go on. But I used to make a lot of petty trips to Rikers Island for, like, weed charges, smoking weed, possession of 10 bags of weed, possession of 2 bags of marijuana, like dumb shit I used to wind up on Rikers Island for. And it would be for like a day or two or whatever. And this one time, they called my name first. It was like me and like 5 other dudes. They called our names first and shit, and put me inside a pen. And then the fucking CO locked the shit. I'm like, yo, hold up. When I heard that shit locked, I'm like, if I'm supposed to be going home, ain't supposed to be no more locked doors. I'm like, yo, hold up. I'm like, yo, what's going on, man? I'm like, yo, what's up? I'm like, yo, why y'all put me in this pen and shit? They're like, oh, nah, oh, y'all got warrants and shit. I'm like, nah, I can't have a warrant, because I used to be going, like, I'll get released from court and then don't go to court, get locked up, dudes would give me a break, and then I wound up not going to the next two court cases. So my shit, when my lawyer used to be in court trying to explain my cases, the judge used to be like, yo, I don't even have time to really understand that today, but we'll give him another court date and he can come back, and I will go back on fucking Rikers Island for a fucking weed, bro. Like, that shit used to be the most bugged out shit. These motherfuckers I had so many warrants running wild and shit that the motherfuckers still thought I had a warrant. Like, shit was crazy, bro. Then they wanted to send me back to Rikers Island. Niggas is like, yo, I thought you just left. I just told my moms, man, just bail me out, man. Fuck it, because it don't make sense for them to bail me out for something that I know I'm coming out for, but this time they ain't let me come out. So that used to be the bullshit ass shits I used to go through fucking with Rikers Island. One time these niggas let me go, and it's like a bus. Once they let you out, it's like a bus that takes you to like civilization type shit. Like it's like a Rikers Island bus or whatever. So they was like, yo, they ain't got no bus. So these niggas was on a work bus. They was like, yo, you want to jump on back of the truck? I was like, I don't give a fuck. Yo, I jumped on back of that work truck. Niggas dropped me off on fucking Queensboro Hall, bro. That shit was funny as hell. I ain't give a fuck. Nigga, you be running, nigga. Sometime when they let you out, you'll just start running. Like, you would be running to the motherfucking train station. Like, yo, I'm glad to get the fuck out that shit. Like, that shit's, like, the smell, that shit Rikers Island got a smell, B. As soon as you step foot in that motherfucker, you can smell, like, it smell like mildew, like, clothes that's mildew, like, to the 10th degree. Underarms, feet, cigarettes. That shit just stink, bro. Like, it just gotta smell like you could remember the smell, like, type shit. Like, if a motherfucker ever been there, you know what smell I'm talking about. But yeah, that's it right there for hood stories. Don't go to Rikers Island. That shit is even whacker now. You can't smoke. You get caught smoking weed, you might catch a whole other charge. I don't even know how that shit is out there. Well, I don't give a fuck, man. Just stay away from there, man. Signing out, man. I'm on.